Firehouse Bay waits on the empty main street. Red doors stand shut beneath the station lights. The road outside lies still under the town lamps. Nothing needs to leave now. Inside, the air carries hose rubber, floor soap, diesel, and the faint warmth left behind by engines after the day. A wall fan turns in a low, steady circle. No firefighter crosses the bay. Near the side entrance, yellow coats hang from hooks beside a narrow locker. Silver stripes catch pale bands of light. No arm enters them. A pair of black boots stands below the bench on the marked floor line. Dust has settled at the heels. No fresh print joins them tonight. Along the first wall, shelves hold helmets, medical kits, and sealed boxes of road flares. Labels face outward in even rows. No hand reaches there. A white board hangs beside the shelf, with unit numbers and checked boxes in dark marker. No new mark appears. No eraser lifts. At the center of the bay, polished concrete runs from the rear wall to the closed red doors. Yellow guidelines frame the empty truck space. No tire rests between them. The bay drain cuts through the floor in a long, dark strip. Metal slots catch a thin bar of light. No water passes through them now. Near the first support post, a coiled hose hangs on a red bracket above a steel cabinet. The nozzle points toward the floor. No valve opens there. A pressure gauge sits at the cabinet edge, with its needle steady behind scratched glass. The face stays pale. No crack runs through it. At the watch desk, a station log lies open under a brass weight beside a capped pen. Times, weather notes, and call records fill the page in narrow, dark lines. No new entry appears. A radio handset rests on its cradle by the margin. Its speaker faces the empty chair. No voice enters it now. From somewhere outside, a loose sign chain moves once in the wind and then settles. Not loud, not near. The wall fan comes forward again. The ceiling lights keep their white bars on the floor. The bay takes back its quiet. At the front doors, square windows look onto the empty main street and the crosswalk beyond. A traffic signal glows red at the far corner. No car rolls through it. Across the street, dark shop fronts hold their signs above blank glass. No late customer appears. No porch light changes there. Along the inner wall, framed photos show old engines, parade lines, and crews from earlier years. Dust stays along the frame edges. No corner curls free. Below them, a rack of folded incident forms stands beside town maps and a bulletin board with county notices. Nothing is taken down. No page lifts there tonight. At the stair rail, red paint has worn away where older hands once gripped during fast nights. Bare metal shows through in a narrow shine. No palm closes there now. Below the rail, 5 steps lead toward a lower gear room beneath the bunk area. Cool air rises from the gap in slow breaths. No boot goes down. Near the service shelf, spare batteries lie in divided trays beside a torch and a folded inspection card. X's fill the card from top to bottom in dark ticks. No fresh mark joins them. A short enamel mug waits at the corner beside a folded cloth. One pale ring shows at the bottom. No steam rises there. Outside the north window, the town runs off into dark houses, utility poles, and a pale water tower beyond the tracks. One amber street lamp holds at the edge of the block. No headlight turns there. Higher up, the stars sit over the black line of trees without a cloud crossing them. The town stays closed beneath that sky. Nothing else changes there. Near the workbench, stacked cones wait beside sealed oil tins and a narrow metal case. Their orange sides hold dull arcs under the light. Nothing is taken down. A dented kettle sits near the edge of the bench beside two mugs. One cup shows a line of dried coffee near the base. No steam rises there. At the eastern wall, rescue poles rest in brackets below a warning board and a mounted weather radio. White labels hang beneath each bracket in even strips. No pole slips loose. A plate reads Bay Access in black letters on yellow enamel. The enamel catches one hard line of light. No hand reaches there. At the ceiling seam, long beams cross above the room in a repeating pattern over the lamp glow and quiet floor. Nothing shakes the frame. No chain drops there. One bolt head near the nearest brace shows bright metal through the paint. It catches a brief glint, then dulls again. Nothing begins. Nothing ends. The Firehouse bay keeps its late arrangement on the empty main street, bright and waiting, while the town sleeps beyond the red doors and the road stays clear outside. Near the rear door, a folded rain shell hangs from a hook above a rubber bucket. The fabric keeps one hard crease. No drop falls there now. At the lower pane, dried dust marks show where older wind once pushed G. Below that short stair, the lower gear room keeps its cool, dim space beneath the bunk floor and the quiet weight of the station above. No new sound rises there. No shadow crosses the steps. At the first landing, cooler air gathers lightly near the wall. The handrail shows worn paint. No boot goes there tonight. Below the main bay, the gear room waits between cinder block walls and metal shelves lined with spare helmets, folded blankets, and wrapped lantern glass. A narrow lamp glows above the first rack. Its light falls in a pale strip. Nothing passes through it. Near the wall, sealed medical boxes rest beside road maps and a folded county grid. Blue lines cross the open sheet. No hand folds it shut. A rack of long pike poles stands beside two storage chests and a narrow box of hose couplings. Their metal ends hold a dull shine. No grip closes there. A wooden tray below the rack holds spare lenses in divided slots. Red glass, clear glass, amber glass. No light wakes inside them. Through the lower pane, the alley behind the station shows one gravel strip, two trash bins, and the back fence under a pole lamp. The chain link shines once, then goes dull again. A porch light on the next block catches the top edge of the fence. Its reflection stretches across a shallow puddle, then breaks apart. At the service bench, spare fasteners lie beside a screwdriver, a roll of tape, and a folded cloth. The tool handle shows one pale edge under the lamp. No hand lifts it. A short ledger rests at the corner, with stock counts and equipment checks written in narrow rows. No new line is added tonight. No page turns. From somewhere above, a cooler motor starts softly and then settles into its even run. Not sharp, not long. The low fan hum returns under it. The lamp keeps its small circle. The room takes back its quiet. Near the inner post, a hook holds a canvas cap above a box of spare keys and sealed batteries. The brim hangs in a soft curve. No shoulder enters it. A pair of gloves waits on the lid beside a folded shop towel. The leather catches a thin line of light. No hand reaches there. At the far door, the frame leads toward a washroom marked Decon. The handle stays still. No one pulls it open. Beside the frame, a small clock face glows faintly above a pinned delivery slip. The hands sit near midnight. No one checks now. Along the floor, a grated drain runs toward the dark end of the room beside the sink wall. Watermarks show in pale streaks along the edge. No stream overfills there. A warning plate reads, "Employees only," in black letters on white plastic. The corners have gone dull. No second notice hangs below it. At the side recess, a cabinet of spare fittings stands beside a folded caution sign and a sealed tool case. White labels run down the drawer fronts. No drawer opens there. A key tag hangs from the case latch on a bent wire loop. The code has faded at one corner. No hand lifts it tonight. Near the north wall, 3 empty hooks hang beside a route map and a rolled canvas cover tied with twine. Their shadows rest in dark curves. No hook swings there. The canvas keeps its stiff shape in the cool air. A loose end hangs toward the floor. Nothing pulls it free tonight. Near the shelf edge, a folded rag rests beside a short iron wrench. The cloth keeps one dark grease mark near the center. No hand reaches tonight. No dust shifts along the shelf. No chain slips from the peg. Still. Back above, the upper bay keeps its white lights, empty truck lines, and quiet red doors beyond the front glass. The logbook stays open on the desk. The main street stays empty outside. One signal, then dark storefronts, then one signal again through the glass. At the lower pane, dried dust still shows where older wind once pressed grit against the frame during summer storms. No cloth wipes it clear. No firefighter passes there now. The gear room stays cool below the floor. The Firehouse bay stays watchful on Main Street. Morning has not reached the town yet.